Yo,
What is going on, Lou?
In the building. It's your boy Fishtown in the building over there.
What's going on?
NFL season.
In the Eagles green.
We are here, of course, representing our team. You know, Bear down, because I'm a Bears fan, coming from Chicago. And my boy Fishtown over there is coming from the PA. And he's an Eagles fan, not a Steelers fan, because you know, they got two football teams in that state. But my man's said he's an Eagles fan. Fly, Eagles, fly all day. And it's funny that we're both, because you all know the history between these two teams. I'm still mad. My phone is still broken off the fucking double doink.
The double doink, baby.
Hey, my phone is still broken. So we're here tonight to dive into the NFL kickoff game between the Dallas Cowboys and the defending champion, Super Bowl. What was that, 54? 54, I think it was.
Super Bowl 54, yeah.
54. Super Bowl 54 champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the GOAT Tom Brady under center versus coming back from injury, Mr. Dak. Dakota Rain Prescott is back in action tonight, boy. You like that? You like that full government name, don't you, Dakota? Now, personally, I wanted the Bears to take Dak Prescott when he came out. He's like, yo, the Bears need a quarterback. Dak Prescott is available. The Bears need Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is a solid quarterback, like 100%.
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely a sleeper, especially when they got him. They got him pretty, like third or fourth round, I think the Cowboys took him too.
And I hate the Bears every day for him. Like, bro, that was your guy. Like, so now they have Justin Fields. I'm happy about that. But tonight, Dak takes the field, and I just feel like a lot of people feel like the Cowboys offense was really clicking with Dak last year, and I feel that 100%. They definitely were clicking. But my concern going into this game tonight is the Cowboys defense. Like, the offense might be able to move the ball a little bit. My question with the offensive side of the ball is, are they going to lean more on the run game with Ezekiel Elliott, with Dak being back in his first game, or are they actually going to try to air it out and try to test the Bucs secondary, which was actually their weakness last year, and see if Dak still has it, or that fire is still going with the offensive side of the ball? I mean, of course, they have Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and CeeDee Lamb to throw the ball to. So there's no shortage of targets for sure. But I just feel like the front seven of the Buccaneers is going to create a lot of pressure. And they're going to play really fast. And it's going to be up to Dak to either figure out to be able to escape the pocket and make plays on the move, or he just going to get his ass ate up in the backfield by Ndamukong Suh in the game. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Personally, for me, starting off top, I want to say that I'm leaning under, and I'm leaning Bucs spread. So I said yesterday, take -9.5 if you had balls. I said it in the Discord.
Heard it. I seen it in the Discord.
I said take -9.5 if you got balls. Where's the line at right now? -9.5. It was plus money yesterday. Now it's not plus money no more. I tried to tell you. I saw the line coming. The Bucs have the Bucs offense. Once again, let's go down the list. OG GOAT Tom Brady, Mr. 7. What, he got 7 rings now? 7 rings.
7 rings now. Yep.
Then you got Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette coming out the backfield.
Yep. And how many wide receivers do we want to mention?
You got Mike Evans, you got Chris Godwin, you got Antonio Brown in the wide receiver game, and then you got OJ Howard and Rob Gronkowski at tight end. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they still got Scotty Miller. Scotty Miller is the sleeper. He can get open with ease as well. So the Bucs are loaded, and I'm just trying to think of who on the Cowboys defense is. Who do the Cowboys have on defense? Name me somebody besides, I can't even think of his name. The dude from Notre Dame that they got at linebacker. That's the only dude that comes to mind. They got Leighton. Do they still have Leighton Vander Esch? I think Leighton Vander Esch is still.
I think they still got Vander Esch.
Vander Esch at linebacker is one of the only dudes on the defense that I can think of. So that scares me for Dallas fans, and for anybody that's like, oh, I'm on Dallas plus 8.5, plus 9.5. I don't feel it, bro. I'm concerned.
Man, like you said, I'm concerned. I'm concerned for that Dallas defense because last year too, they had one of the worst defenses when it came to the run game. I'm pretty sure they were number 31. Like in yards per game allowed, and number 30 in yards allowed per carry. So
are you telling me that Tom Brady doesn't have to lean on the pass, that he can just give the ball to Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette and let them run?
Which is why I'm scared for that. Like Cal Mealy said, obviously Eagles all day, and I'm always going to talk down to them Cowboys, but he can hand that ball off, and that run defense is weak. And then you're going to have, obviously, they running it, and now you dip it out to one of those 3 stud receivers. It's going to be a long night for that Dallas defense.
It's going to be,
and I think it's going to be a long night, like you kind of alluded to, for Zeke Elliott too, because I think he's going to get the ball a couple extra times, but that front line for the for the Bucs is no joke. I mean, they have arguably one of the best run defenses last year, so it's gonna. And then you look at that run defense against like top names around the NFL, and they've shut a lot of the big names down in the past year or two. So it's going to be a long night for Zeke.
I hope not. I have Zeke on one of my fantasy squads. So if anything, I hope Zeke can at least get going. If Dak is having trouble moving the ball through the air, I'm hoping at least that Zeke can get some yards on the ground. We taking a look here at the comments. Matt said take off that Eagles jersey first of all.
Never.
He's not feeling it.
Come on, you got to respect at least the nod. It's the boy B-Dog. Like, let's go. Come on.
He's not feeling it at all. I mean, the NFL least is the NFL. The NFC least is always the NFC least. What is the Redskins win the division with 7 wins last year? Was it 7 or 8? It was either 7 or 8 wins, one of the two. But it was
come on, they got 8. Give them the 8 win.
it was one of the most piss poor seasons I've ever seen from an entire division. Like my entire history of fandom of watching the NFL. That was crazy. Like the only thing that was worse was the 2 0-16 seasons that we've seen. I think the Lions had one and the Browns had an 0-16. So that's probably the only thing worse that I've seen outside of the NFC League last year. That was nuts. The Cowboys, I feel like they have potential, and it's weird because they always have potential.
They always have potential.
Realize that potential, like they're always knocking on the door or on the front porch or delivering a package to the house, but they can never get in the house. It's so crazy. It's so crazy because you think back to like the mid-90s, like where we're at now, and from like the mid-90s where they were like this powerhouse, and it's like they haven't had much to talk about. They had the Tony Romo years, and then you move through the Tony Romo years to, I guess they had T.O. for a bit with Tony Romo, and then here to this point now where they have Zeke and these guys. So it's like the Cowboys, really, for a team that claims to be America's team, they need to do something. Do something, please, because the whole America's team label eludes me. How are you America's team? Isn't America about winning and dominating and things like that? Like when you think about American-related teams, like you think about the men's basketball team, dominant. The women's basketball team, dominant. Like Michael Phelps in swimming, fucking dominant.
Yeah,
you got the Dallas Cowboys claiming to be America's team, and it's like, who gave you guys that right? Who gave you guys that title? And why? I could understand it maybe in the 90s because everybody was probably a fan of the Cowboys, and the Cowboys were really bad because they were doing their thing. And they probably, to this day, they're still like one of the most valuable franchises in like all of professional sports.
Exactly.
So I guess it just comes with the territory. But man, can y'all make the playoffs this year first? Make the playoffs, like win a playoff game. Like make it to the NFC Championship game before. Like
they don't know. Yeah, they don't know how to do that down there in Dallas, like man.
While they continue to like just muddle around at the back end of the league and be this mediocre squad. So the America's team label needs to be put on the shelf for a minute. I think it'd be solid to just put the label on the shelf, win some games, look good, let the hype build. And then pull it out like, yeah, now we America's team because we the best team in the NFL, or we the best team in at least the NFC, and we got something to talk about.
Yeah, but like you said, that still ain't much to talk about if you're the best in the NFC.
Right. The best in the NFC East, you might be talking about 7 wins. Somebody might come out 7 and 10 this year. It's 17 games, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I love those Romo years back in the day because I could as an Eagles fan always count on him to blow it in the fourth quarter for me. Every time he'd be throwing that pick or throwing something, just not closing out that game, just the way you needed to.
Tony Romo went to Eastern Illinois. Here, my aunt stays like down the street from the university.
There you go.
Go down there all the time. Yeah. So touchdown props for the night. Who you like for touchdown props for the night?
I mean, you got to go. What's his name? I like him, and maybe it's because of all my fantasy, but I think Antonio Brown's going to sneak in there and get a touchdown for Tom Brady. I've noticed he likes throwing to that man. I mean, who wouldn't, obviously? But
I mean, you move him into his house. All the time. They got
and a lot of times with Brady too is I like it. He sticks to his target. I mean, he'll hit him once, he'll hit him twice, and you'll see a drive of 4 times the same guy. And I like that. I think that's going to happen exactly tonight. And Antonio Brown's going to have that one drive where you'll see 2 to 3 catches and then a touchdown.
Indeed. For me, I feel like Mike Evans is really hard to guard. And like I said, for me, I feel like the Cowboys secondary, I don't know who's in the Cowboys secondary to guard Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, or Antonio Brown. But I feel like Mike Evans being the biggest of those 3 targets, he's going to command a lot of attention, and he's going to get a lot of passes thrown his way tonight. So wouldn't be surprised if he eclipses 100 receiving yards, and wouldn't be surprised if he catches not 1 but 2 touchdown passes because, once again, he's a deep threat, he's a big threat, and he's a red zone threat. So it's kind of hard to decide who you're going to put on him and how you're going to stop him and how much of your defense you're going to commit to him. Am I going to have the safety over the top on his side of the field? Am I going to have the safety over the top on the other side of the field where I got Antonio Brown in the slot and Chris Godwin as the wide receiver? It's tough. Yeah. You got your wide man.
Exactly. And I love that Evans bet. And that's actually the reason I like AB too, is because, like you said, Evans is going to be there, and that little defenders that they do have, they're going to be going on Evans. So I could see AB sneaking in there and being a little open.
Like I'm gonna look at their depth chart. I have to look at their depth chart, bro. Like I really don't know Cowboys defense. Like nobody on the Cowboys defense. This is so crazy.
Yeah,
let's go to the official Dallas Cowboys website.
There you go. Let's see here. What they got on the decent.
Hey, y'all got it on. I was supposed to separate the defense.
Nigga, while you looking that up, I got a play for you. I'll bounce off, see what you think about
there you go, bro. They got Brent Urban from Chicago. He used to play for Bears.
Oh, right, yep.
The defensive line.
They still do have, and they got Van Der Esch in there still too.
Yeah, they got Van Der Esch.
Like you said,
that was the guy from Notre Dame that I was thinking about. They got Trevon Diggs at cornerback. DeMonte Casey. Anthony Brown. Randy Gregory. They still got Randy Gregory. Man.
How old was that man now?
They got Malik Hooker. They got Malik Hooker.
I got a spot for you, Lou. See what you think about it. And this is gonna take a lot for me to say because I never obviously bet on Cowboys or even their prop bets just because I just stay away from that dang team. But Michael Gallup, you can get over longest reception over 21.5 yards for -115. I feel like that's a real good spot right there. And I mean he doesn't catch a ton of passes because obviously he's like the 3rd receiving option on that team. But he averaged over 20 yards of reception when Prescott was under center. So I think he could easily get like one. And he's their deep threat. So all he's got to do is get one catch, and I could easily see that one cashing. Or if you even want to go safe, you can drop it back and go with just longest reception of the night over 20 yards, and then you drop it down to -140 odds. But still. You know there's going to be a 20-yard pass tonight.
My man's Fishtown stays finding value for the difference.
That's what we do, man.
Mr. Value. Mr. Value.
Always.
But yeah, that sounds though. Both of those plays sound decent. I'm just sitting here looking at DeMarcus Lawrence. Is on the D line along with Randy Gregory. Look at 4-3. They run 4-3.
Yeah, they run a 4-3.
So
they got their right guard though out tonight on the offensive side of the ball, right?
Zach
Martin.
COVID-19. Dang, both they right guards got COVID-19.
Yeah, so that's another strike against your boy Zeke there, man. And that Bucs run defense.
The Cowboys are notorious for having a solid line.
Oh yeah,
they probably got somebody in the stable that they can move over or bring up.
I'm sure they do.
Get in there. So I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm gonna hope for the best, but I do know that it looks like they're gonna be using somebody from either the left guard or left tackle position to move over to right guard or right tackle. They definitely don't have any more right guards this game.
Yeah, but either way, still missing your. I mean, and Zach Martin's, that's a big name to miss it. Like you said, I'm sure they do have some fill-ins, but he's still a stud over there.
Indeed, it is. Like Notre Dame said. But let's see what else.
I pulled up a fun little stat here too, just some historical betting stats, just to the opening game for the Super Bowl winners in their last 10 contests have gone 6-3-1 against the spread. So there's another one looking good for the Bucs and the spread.
Oh, you want some stats? I can give you some stats.
Yeah, I'll just go with some historical stats. Ready? I'm gonna what's it called? Go back on that every word I say. So like I said, last 10 contests they were 6-3-1 against the spread, but the Buccaneers at home were only 1-5-2 against the spread all year last year as favorites. So that goes the other way. And then once again, though, going the other way, Dallas is also terrible against the spread on the road last year and only 2-8. So
2-8 on the road in their last 10, and actually 5-11 in like their last 16 on the road, like overall. That 2-8 is against the spread. That 5-11 is overall. They just have not been a good road team.
Mm-hmm. And I get, like, I mean, you got to throw obviously some of that's Dak-less in there because you were talking about last year and stuff, but still.
No.
Matter.
I mean, that's 10. I said 16. He didn't miss 16 games. He played in like 3 or 4 games last year. So
you go back.
They lost some of them games that he played, and he threw very well and played brilliantly. He lost some of those games. So
that's what the Cowboys just find ways to lose. That's what they do best.
Yeah. Cowboys, I love you. Cowboys bettors. I understand, but I'm not on that side. Just not on that side of it, because I realized, and I said this during the Super Bowl, that Tom Brady is the greatest football player of all time. Like, just don't bet against the GOAT. Like, if you feel like you want to bet against the GOAT, don't. Because when you bet against them, you're gonna probably lose.
Yeah.
Like, the only time you probably won is when the fucking Seahawks decided to pass it on the run. Running it. That's probably the only time that you got to win. And Eli.
Yeah, Eli's that cryptic.
Eli and the Seahawks on the one are those are your 2 bets that you've won, or 2 or 3 bets that you've won against the GOAT. 9 times out of 10, the GOAT gonna get you.
That's probably all they ever won.
And if I'm putting my eggs in anybody's basket, I'm putting my eggs in the GOAT's basket. I don't give no damn about no Dakota Rain Prescott when the GOAT on the field. Michael Gallup.
Yeah.
Michael Gallup. He got to get the ball to him first. And Ndamukong Suh gonna eat the man up.
He gonna destroy him, exactly.
Eating the man up, man. Y'all got to keep him out the backfield. And they got Ndamukong Suh. They got Vita Vea. Like
they got Vita Vea over there too. Yep.
D-line is nasty, man.
Yeah, their D-line is arguably one of the best.
They still got Shaq Barrett too, don't they? Oh my gosh, Hey, Bucks by 20, Bucks and 4. As they say in basketball, Bucks and 4. Because that's just how it's gonna go, bro.
Bucks gonna roll for sure. Bucks gonna roll easy tonight for sure.
I'm just excited that football is back.
How do you feel about the total tonight?
The total, I feel like it's gonna go under because the Cowboys aren't gonna be able to score enough points to move the ball enough. Like if the Bucks scored 30, 35, I say the Cowboys will probably be somewhere between 10 to 17. They'll be lucky to score 20. If they score 20, I'll be surprised. I said 20. I said final score 31 to 20, but I feel like it'll probably be like 38 to 17. It's gonna be a rough.
38-17.
You gotta remember they getting 8 rings tonight. It's all energy on.
Oh, it's gonna be a party down there. Yeah,
it's all energy on the Bucs side, and it's the first time with fans back in the stadium too. Like it's just so much playing in their favor right now. It's real hard to see like a way for the Cowboys to do like maybe covered if they lucky.
Yeah, that's like
lose by a touchdown instead of losing by 2 touchdowns. On some just garbage time, they scored and made it look respectable when really they got their ass kicked.
Exactly. That's the only way I see the Cowboys covering tonight. Is going to be a fourth quarter drive when the Bucs are already up 2 scores and they knock in a touchdown instead of the field goal, and then it blows the cover. That's the only way I see the Cowboys getting it done tonight.
You already know. Them last few plays be like, yeah, whatever. We up 7. Score. Go ahead. You're not getting the ball back.
Exactly, and they ain't gonna care at that point.
I like it, bro. I'm glad that football is back.
Dude, it's so nice to finally.
What do you think? What's happening with them? Yes, they acquired Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. I have no idea what to expect about this team this year, man. I mean, obviously, I'm an Eagles diehard, so I'm going to be hopeful, and I'm going to I think they're going to do better than they should, but I don't know. I'm optimistic. I'm looking forward to seeing the quarterback, looking to see his legs, see what he can do. We got some young receivers, see what they can get done. It's a fresh team, like you said, fresh team, fresh coach. The whole new mentality with his rock, paper, scissors. You know, the best way to train a football player with some rock, paper, scissors. So we'll see, man. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting for sure.
Indeed. I can say the same for the Bears, bro. I really don't know. I wish I knew because we have a great quarterback on the sideline and we have a mediocre quarterback on the center.
Yeah.
No, why not? Ryan Pace won't start Justin Fields, but I'm gonna put like a 3-game tops lay on my man's head. Andy Dalton, you got 3 games, bro. Game 4 is gonna be Justin Fields.
You think he makes it 3?
Charge it right there. I say 3. I think by week 4, especially if he loses.
I'll take the under on that one.
If he loses those first 2 games, week 3 is happening. Especially if you lose to the Bengals, bro. They're going to be nice enough to let him play against the Bengals and try to exact some revenge against his former team. And I know that's what they're going to do.
I can see that. Yeah.
Andy Dalton, if you come out in week 2 and lose to the Cincinnati Bengals, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
Hang him up, bro. It's Justin Fields.
I could even see if he's playing bad in that game, see them switching just to kind of like prove a little bit of a point or something against them.
I really don't even like. I've just been trying to understand for the last 2 weeks why.
Yeah, exactly.
Like everybody has, like the media has just been pressing him, like, bro. I understand your job is on the line, but I would once again rather put my egg like just from the little bit that I saw from Justin Fields, like I would rather put my eggs in that basket than be trying to count on Andy Dalton at the back end of his career to resurrect himself or play any better than he has any other place that he played at. Like the best he did was making the playoffs and losing in the first round.
Yeah, and like you said, why not give the rookie the ball and let him start? And you know he's going to be hopefully the future, obviously. So Why? What do you need Dalton in there for?
We got two. We got Dalton and we got Foles. I don't even understand Ryan Pace, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Get rid of these motherfuckers. You gotta.
I love my boy Nick Foles.
And you trotting the old Phillies out, bro. No, put them damn Phillies up. Put them goddamn Clydesdales up, man, and bring the young Philly out, bro. You got two Clydesdales out here clopping down the field. This goddamn Bud. This ain't no Budweiser commercial. Put them Clydesdales up, bro. Bring
especially out Fields is your new age quarterback too. He's got the legs. He's got the agility. He's got the athleticism.
He know how to switch arm. Like
let him learn.
Patrick Mahomes-esque with it. Patrick Mahomes is super great. He one of the greatest to ever do it already in his little 3 seasons that he'd have been in the league. But I feel like Justin Fields has that same ability to just the way he reads defenses and the way he can adjust like arm throw and how he throws to his receivers is just crazy. Like I just been watching it, like watching preseason, watching him from in college, like 2 years that he played.
I liked him at Ohio State too. Yeah,
I told if Trey Sermon saved him. I got to, when I went to watch them play against Northwestern in the Big Ten championship game. Trey Sermon saved them, but really it was just like Northwestern's defense last year was nasty. It was so nasty, and it really like they could have won that game against them, but Northwestern didn't have a quarterback. So Trey Sermon's really saved them, and if they would have lost that game, they wouldn't have been in the national. There would have been no stomping Clemson because they lost Northwestern in the Big Ten championship game. So, it was crazy. I liked what I saw from him. Like he's really cerebral, really smart. So it's like he can once he sees things start to break down, he knows exactly what it is. Like, all right, I see it break it down this way. Let me roll this way. If I see it break it down that way, let me roll this way. And his head and his eyes are always straight up and always downfield. He's always looking to find somebody open. So
he's a student of the game. You can tell that, like I said, he cares. He wants to be there. He wants to learn and he wants to get better. And he's gonna. That's why I said, why not give him the reins now? Let him get in NFL speed. Let him get that form.
I think he's the kind of guy that will learn. He will learn on the fly. So once he makes a mistake and once he sees something is wrong, like he'll fix it. It's not going to be
exactly.
We've been seeing this for 6 weeks. Now he consistently is bad at. I don't think he's that type of player. But like,
it's not going to be like Andy Dalton being like,
if you point out a bad habit, he'll just be like, yeah, oh, okay, that's a bad habit. Noted. And he'll go back to the tape. He'll watch it. Be like, all right, I did it this many times, and on these plays, at this like he'll break it down this time in the game, like this quarter, all of that. He'll dive into it. And
versus your boy Andy Dalton, he'll be like,
he don't care. He passed his prime at this point.
That should have worked. I'll watch that tape and that he should have caught that ball. That was on him.
This guy's dropping passes. I'm throwing the ball to you, man. Catch the ball.
Right.
Not realizing that you put the ball in the right place. It's the offense is a timing offense. So if your timing ain't right, then you're not hitting the dudes with the passes because your timing not right, Andy Dalton.
Yep.
It's slow, baby. You got to speed it up.
Exactly.
Justin Fields here to speed it up. So hopefully we get to see him this year. I don't believe that we will get what the expectation that Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace have. I was listening to his press conference from after they made the 53-man cuts.
Yeah.
And he just literally was selling. He was trying so hard to sell Andy Dalton, and I'm just like, bro, let it. And all of the questions were just Justin Fields, and he just kept Andy Dalton. We're solid. We're happy with Andy. We're excited about Andy. We're excited for. I'm like, bro, just.
That's their way of owning up to their mistake. They got to play him because they got him. So
wasted my time when you did this with Mike Glennon and Mitch Trubisky, bro. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. You just did it. You just did it, man. Don't do it again. Look. All right, we're gonna give you these 3 games, Andy Dalton. And once you blow your load in them 3 games, that's on you as a quarterback. We gave you the opportunity. We gave you the chance to show through, and you did not deliver. And it bet not be no till week 8 or till the bye week. Don't tell me no shit like that, Matt Nagy. No, we need to move, bro. You trying to save your job, right? You want to be a coach still, right? Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
So don't waste your time waiting for Andy Dalton to do some shit that he ain't ever did before, which is take you to the playoffs and actually win a playoff game. Like if that's the, I know that's not the, if that's really the hope, then you.
Well, that's the goal, right?
I got lakefront property. I got beachfront property I can sell you in Arizona, bro. If that's what you want. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. You can probably go down to the Colorado River and lay by that mug, but beachfront property, yeah, you're not getting it.
Nah.
So Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace definitely pull their heads out their asses, bro. I remained a Bears fan with the hope that they would pull their head out their asses this year. So I'm really just hoping that like 6-11 or like 5-12 doesn't happen.
Nah, I definitely see y'all better than that because you still have the components around it. You still have some weapons on the defensive side and the offensive side of the ball. You just needed that quarterback.
They managed. I don't even know how they managed to make the playoffs. They managed to make the playoffs last year. Like I was so ready for them to get fired, and then they made the playoffs.
Yup.
I don't know why. And I blame the Cardinals. The Cardinals for breaking down and not winning that game against the damn Rams at the end. And I was like, bro, what's this? I think it's probably score was like 6-9 or something like that. Like it was so
yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. I think they both lost their. I think one quarterback was out because of COVID. Then the other quarterback got hurt during the game. Like John, I think it was like John David Booty or somebody like that. It was nuts. And he didn't throw. He barely threw any passes, bro. I think it was like all run game. It was nuts. One of the most defensive games I've ever seen. Because actually both teams were really good. I think they were playing 49ers. If I'm not mistaken. It was good. But yeah, man, end of the season last year, they ran up against it, bro. So
yeah, your Bears they were doing good.
They like I said, I see 7-10, bro.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't have heightened expectations, and I'm not like normally I'd be like, oh, the Bears are gonna knock them out the park this year, and the Bears are gonna win the division. I don't trust none of that. I don't trust Matt Nagy. Like I'm gonna slap
that makes sense.
All that head. I mean, he irritates his visor. I just be like, yo, I want to slap your head, and every stupid decision makes me want to slap his head. I just slap that man, boy.
And like we already alluded to, I mean, he's starting Andy Dalton week 1, so it's like, come on, man.
I really feel like Ryan Pace is like, we got to give him 2 games, bro.
I feel like that's one of those that they signed him and they paid him the money. So now, before owning up to their mistake, they're going to put him in and let it look like he messed up and it wasn't their fault.
Right? That's exactly what it is. Because instead of being like I don't, it's irritating because I feel like Ryan Pace can never be patient and just let shit play out. Like he always tries to like cover his tracks and make all of these extra moves, and it's like, bro, you don't have to do that. Yeah. You do not have to do that. Because the article that I read said that they had a deal in place with the Giants like 2 or 3 weeks before the draft even started. They had the deal in place to try to get to try to move up in the draft. So I don't even understand why would we make a move on Andy Dalton if you was already willing and dealing to try to move up in the draft in the first place.
Makes no sense.
Same for Mitch Trubisky. Like, if the plan was to move up in the draft, how the fuck did we sign Mike Glennon?
Didn't y'all move up and take Mitch over some pretty big names there?
And, no, we didn't. I don't recall. I don't recall. It was all it's all hazy. I don't remember the last 4 years. I think it was a 13-3 season in there or something like that. 12-4 season. No, was it 12-4? There's a division title in there somewhere. Yeah, solid football play. And it was kind of hazy. I don't remember.
There you go. Gotta love it.
But nah, man. What time is the game start?
I think we got about 30 minutes till game time.
Like I said, we're both saying Buccaneers spread. We both feel like I said the under. I like the under. Like I said, 31-20 was my guess. We did guess the score in the Discord game. So anybody that's out there, if you didn't get a chance to submit your score, you can dive into the NFL channel on the Discord game right now. Submit your predicted score. And the winner gets a free T-shirt, free WinnerWire T-shirt.
That's right.
Designed by yours too.
Yep. Make sure you also are getting Make sure you lock in your football picks if you're in the Discord for the Survivor pool this weekend. We got
Yes,
first weekend coming up.
Remember, in the Survivor pool, once you pick a team, you cannot pick that team again.
That's right.
Don't pick your favorite team week 1. Please don't pick your favorite team week 1 because no, you cannot pick them again. I don't care how much. I will pay you $500. No, that's not how the Survivor pool works. I'll take the $500 and put it in the pot, but you can't pick that team again.
Exactly.
So be calculated. That's all I can tell you.
Yep.
Be very calculated and look at the whole slate.
Take your time. Exactly. Look at all the games.
Break every game down. Trump lost. Trump lost. Who was in the comments? Who was in the comments? I'm him. I wish I knew who you were, him.
It's him.
Yeah, him is here. I'm him. I'm him.
Is it Trump? I'm him. Talking about Trump.
2024. He's in the comments.
So hey, I got one last one for you here, Luke. I know you like that value, and I'll take the words almost out of your mouth. I'm going back and forth on that over under just because I don't trust Dallas, but Buccaneers team total over 31 plus money. You got plus 105.
I'm telling you, bro. I feel like they're gonna be
value
30 to 38 points. I just feel like too many weapons on offense, and Dallas just does not have the defensive secondary
exactly
to cope this evening. Offensively they might be able to move the ball a bit. I really don't feel like the run game is going to be extremely effective, which is going to force them to pass more. And if you get stuck passing and not running, like that just means they're going to sit on all your routes.
Yep, exactly.
So now they're sitting on all your routes, and you can't run the ball, and now you're 3-and-outing your way through the game. So that's why I said you said over 30. What is it? Over 31.5? Can I move that? Is that movable?
Yeah, it's movable. You get. Let me pull that line back and see what that line was.
Put it down. I would say over 28.
Let's see. I actually still got it up here. So we got over 28 for Bucks. Yeah, the juice is a little high. You got over 28 is minus 165.
Over 29.5.
So hold on. Let me pull up Rivers. Rivers will have that.
You got to be like a 10 cent difference.
Yeah. That's probably. Let's see here. Buccaneers. We got team total. Do they know?
Whatever the Cowboys team total is under that shit. Because they ain't
all right.
Whatever. I guarantee it's probably somewhere around like 19-20. I feel like that's probably where it's at. I said they would score 20. I'll be surprised if they get there. I feel like they're going to end up 17 at the most. Dak will probably throw for a touchdown, possibly to Amari Cooper. Zeke might run one in.
I think Zeke will sneak one in.
I don't feel like
one in from the goal line.
Cowboys is going to go specifically crazy. Nobody from the Cowboys will have 100 receiving yards. So whoever, like Amari Cooper, I would say under whatever his yards.
Yeah.
I feel like what do they have? Remember, this is Dak Prescott's game in like a year, bro. Like
exactly. Which I think, yeah.
And he didn't play any preseason either. Like he didn't do no preseason.
Nope.
Now, once again, he's professional. Now, I get that he's a professional. I'm not gonna take that from him. He's been playing football for 30 years now. I get that. But this is the NFL, bro. You can't take a year off and think that you're just gonna come back out here and be up to speed. Like I can't.
He's not gonna be in He's not gonna be in game shape. So you got Lamb yards at 62, Gallup at 51, and Cooper at 66.
I knew. Ooh. Did I say 66? Did I say 66?
I think he might have a little bit.
Under 66, bro. I felt like it was gonna be right around that area. Under 66. I don't think he's getting it. He might get like 6 for like 64.
Yeah.
Real close, but he's not gonna go over. And if he does go over it, it's with garbage time. It's gonna be garbage time. It's not gonna be he was chopping up the the Bucs secondary and Dakota Prescott was making it rain.
No, it's because he got one final pass in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left and nobody was guarding him for 12 yards that hit it.
I hate those kind of plays. Bro, tackle him. What are you doing? The game is still going. There's still time on the clock.
All right. Dude, I love that when you're sweating an over-under or something and you got that last drive that means nothing but means everything to you.
That's like those last few possessions of basketball with like under 20 seconds left. Team is down like 15, and you're like, I got like, I'm trying to cover 17 here, and you guys are like, I'm trying to cover 14 here, and they're up 15, and this other team is just like, yeah, we about to get a bucket. No, what? Take your L, sit down, dribble that.
It's always that one bench player that's like 8th man in that's like, I'm throwing up the 3, and it's the first one he's ever made.
Every time, bro. Every time, like, bro, why are you shooting right now? Why are you shooting right now? Why did the coach put you in? The coach did not put you in to shoot. That's not what he put you in for. Pass the ball, buddy. We're trying to cover here. What are you doing? I can't believe you. Yeah. So we're hoping for no backdoor covers. Really hoping for no backdoor covers. But once again, get out of here. It's your boy WinnerWireLew. It's your boy Fishtown over there. And of course, as always, we from the Discord gang, WinnerWire or bust. Get with the Discord gang if you ain't got with us yet, because we always do big things. It's football season. Basketball season is a month away. Yep. Hockey season is coming up.
There's literally not a better month than the month of September right now to join.
Like, there's a lot happening. We got my man's Dan in the Discord covering Japanese and Korean baseball. Yep. I cover soccer. Like, and what sport do you want? Lord, be throwing out rugby picks. Yep. I ain't even seen nobody ever cap rugby, but he capping rugby somehow. Have you played rugby? How do you?
We got tennis dropping in there. You name the sport, we can find you a line.
I don't even know how you score rugby, but somebody capping it.
All right.
That's not for it. We got it all covered, bro. We got it all covered.
And you can't pick.
Make sure you join. Tell a friend to join if you're already in. Make sure you tell a friend.
Exactly. We got some recruitment perks too. So if you get a friend to join,
you get a free month, right?
I think we were running out for a little bit, but yeah, you get someone probably.
Get somebody in, man, and you'll find out what we're doing.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. All right, guys. It's been fun. And
appreciate it, Lou. It's been a good time, brother.
When we get off and log off, as I always say, bro, to the games we go. That way. Out the door. Thank you. It's been fun, y'all. Love you.
Get it. Peace out. Go.